Hi everyone, welcome back to this video. So, breaking news: US enters war between Israel and Iran. So, something happened last night, Saturday, and this is it. We have completed our very successful attack on the three nuclear sites in Iran. This is President Trump talking on Saturday. These are the three locations, and they hit them with massive bombs. Oh, so it has finally happened. Trump's decision to join Israel's war against Iran has escalated the conflict. So, this question I have for you is, if this war escalates and goes worse, and you, of course, you know that typically the oil prices will go up, the prices of the oil stocks are going to go high, which is a good thing. But stocks generally are going to tank, okay, especially the tech stocks. The question is, what will be your strategy? Will you panic? Will you sell your stocks? Will you hold? Because this particular new week we're entering is looking like a massive storm. But the truth is that fear drives people to do crazy things before people look at even the fundamentals. So before you start thinking, what's going on? The worst is going to happen. So let's look at the charts and look at S&P 500. You know that sometime this year, this stock dropped to 490, 480, and look at the massive rally back up. See, my own fear is that this was too fast. This was April, this is June. Of course, you should know that at every given point in time, this will need to cool off. Probably this whole war thing will help you to cool off a little bit, and it will get into the 580, 570 to 590 range. That's what I'm looking at. For that drop to happen around here, probably this will be the lowest it can get, and then it picks back up. So the question is, when these things are happening, you should be able to position yourself so that you don't have to make mistakes, because fear will always drive people to do things that they do not predict. So nobody can predict. Anybody is telling you, oh, do this. No, the best thing for you to do is to prepare and look at what can possibly happen. And if this happens and it goes down, what do I do? If it continues to go up, what do I do? If you have that type of plan, it will be easy for you to do a lot of things. So welcome to my YouTube channel. Of course, on this channel, I talk about all things personal finance, focusing on how to build wealth leveraging the US stock market. So today I'm going to break down for us what smart investors are currently doing in this condition that we have found ourselves. The reason is this. Let's look at the fear and greed index. This is where we are. We are currently in neutral, but I bet you when markets will open, we'll probably be in fear, because once people hear the word war, missile, nuclear, most people begin to take out their profit and sell. And when people sell, I've said it so many times, people sell for so many reasons. People can be selling to take their profit. Maybe someone bought a stock at 20, our stock is now at 80. They want to sell off their entire profit. But you may have bought your own at 70 and now it's at $80. You don't know why people are selling. Always understand, have your own strategy, because it will go a long way to help you. So every dip becomes an opportunity. Okay, let's look at S&P 500 the last 30 years. Look at the last 30 years. This is the historical chart. The last 30 years, this is 1995, okay, June 1995 till 2025. Assuming you bought this stock when it was $500, look at this. It ran to 1,400, came down to 800, ran back to 1,500, came down to 700, took off again to 1,300, came down to 1,002. So every dip is an opportunity. These are your areas of dip. This is a dip. This is a dip. This is a clear dip. This is a dip. This is a dip. This is a little dip. This a dip. A dip, of course, a dip. This is also a tiny dip from 5,000, from 6,000 to 5,800 and something. So at every given point in time, irrespective of the 70 wars we've had, tech bubble, two global recessions, pandemic, political chaos, it has gone up. Look at in fact, if you check this percentage of returns, you will be amazed. I thought I was going to see it here. They're going to put it up here. But anyway, from 500 to 6,000, is that not over 10,000, 10 times the value of your money? 10x. Crazy, right? So I keep telling you, you have no reason selling and running away and going to put your money in the bank. After putting that money in the bank, the money will just be sleeping there. When you bring it back to the stock market, you notice that you have even missed the dip, and now market has even crossed where you sold. Maybe you bought here and it started to sell off here and you sold it, only for you to come back somewhere here. It's now already in 5,000. You will not be feeling bad that you're not buying them higher, which happens to a lot of people. So I want you to know something. After every crisis, the bulls will push up. See, the bulls will always push up. So I want you to take note of that. Personally, I've mastered how to survive and dominate whenever the stock crash comes. So I'm always very excited because if I have to tell you the truth, the tech stocks are usually the first stocks to get beaten. And the tech stocks I mean are like Tesla, Microsoft, Nvidia, Palantir, Meta, Apple, Amazon, Google. Of course, they're usually the biggest hit. But the beautiful thing is that their massive comeback no be here. Like they always run the way back up. Look at us. Look at Tesla in April 214. Look at where it ran to 367. Had it been you putting 214 here, you would have made so much money. Look at this last dip that it came down to 279. I'm actually waiting for this dip to come back here to retest here and probably go lower. Okay, this is what I'm looking out for. So when you have taken your profits here, don't be in a hurry. You can wait. Look at after people that took profits here, they jumped on this opportunity. Look at this 278. If let's say you bought at 280 and you drove it up to 333, you have made $50 per each share. So every opportunity, the rich people, the difference is that probably you're using just $50, $10. Some people are putting in $1 million, $500,000. So but this small move of $50 per share, if someone has 1,000 shares, that's already 1,000 multiplied by 50. Can you see how people are making money? So this is one of the stocks you should be watching, because whenever there is a dip, it presents you with an opportunity. Now let's look at other stocks. Okay, let's look at other stocks like Palantir. Palantir dipped to 66. See, we used to be at 125. Look at this move. It ran from 63 up to 125. He hit 125. I told people to take profit in my community. We took profit and this stock came down. We started buying from 80 when it touched 80. When it came down to 80, we started buying. And the next thing, it picked up to 97 and dropped back to 60. We bought more here. And look at where we are today. As a matter of fact, we have hit 144. So when people tell me, I missed it when it was 60, I missed it when it was this, when new opportunities are coming in terms of deep, the question is, are you grabbing the opportunity? Somebody, while I was complaining, this would have given you clean 120%. Because see, even if you do 70 to 140, it's not 100%. Can you see that? So whenever you follow good stocks, look out for every buying opportunity. Don't try timing the market. Just look out for opportunities like this and then position yourself properly. In fact, there are some people that even used to go and borrow money when they see this type of opportunity, so that when it goes back up, they have made a lot of money. So three things I want to share with you. First of all, know when to sell your profits. This is one of the things I teach in the community, and I want you to be a part of that VIP community. Know exactly when you should take your profits. Understand how to take your profits. Some people don't even understand how to take profits. They will be hearing it, take profits. It is a simple strategy I've designed for people in my VIP. The second is when you are getting your dividends, be reinvesting in your dividends. And when you're getting these profits, keep them so that when a dip happens, you grab. And then another thing we are doing in the community is whenever we see a crash, we can also buy BS stocks. They are stocks that do very well. I mentioned to you that oil stocks. Let me give you an example of an oil stock that ExxonMobil. ExxonMobil is one of them. This stock does very well during crashes. You can see it's been dropping. When it got to 96, I picked a few. Look at where we are today, 114. I won't be surprised if market opens and is at 123. I will not be surprised because I know that oil stocks are going to do very well in terms of this whole situation that we have found ourselves. So keep your eyes on the market direction. The best thing that happened to you is knowing where market is going. When you look at this chart, for me, I know exactly where this stock is going to. For every time I look at any chart at all, once I look at them, I already know where this stock is going to. See this one? This is one stock that we played. We bought it at 43 and we sold at $60. $60. This is how to spot opportunities. You don't have to be in a stock for a very long time. There are stocks for long term, there are stocks also for short term, and there are moments of dip that you can always grab. Even if you refuse to sell all of them, by the time you take your profits, if the stock goes back, you don't have anything to worry about. So I have researched 10 stocks that we are looking out this week, and I'm sharing it with my VIP community. This is the time for you to join our VIP community. I don't need to beg you, but I will still beg you. It is important for you to learn about stock market, learn about how to save the very good and smart way, how to spend your money wisely and budget your money, and of course how to grow your money in the stock market, both the Nigerian stock market and the US stock market. I'm taking my time to explain this so that you don't, you know, you understand it perfectly well. So join the community. You will begin to get a roadmap. You'll be able to have a notebook. We have a strategy workbook that I share with my community members where you get to put in things you're doing. When you look back after 30 days, you see what you've done. You'll be so proud of yourself. So I hope this video has made a lot of sense to you. I hope you picked the stocks. Of course, I'm going to show you, I mentioned the Bitcoin that has been dropping. We are now at 98. Look at it. Look at this. So each time we try to make a move, we are still dropping. So you can see here, this stock had, since the moment that bomb thing happened, look at this move down. So if you have a stock like CleanSpark, you should keep it in your radar. Grab it from maybe 8.5 down till 7. This is my range. If you see it within this range, grab it. You can see that it's been ranging with, whenever it gets to this point, it will just drop back. So this time around, there's a bigger pull that is going to pull it probably back to this. Imagine getting it at 6.45 and you are selling it at almost 11, because it touched 11. So this is how you make good money in quick move. This was when? April. This was in May. In 30 days, you made more than 50%, almost 100%. So this is how you play your game. But when you're in the community and you have guidance from a good educator, someone that is teaching you and holding your hand, you will go far. So subscribe if you've not, and I hope all this my long plenty talk about US and everything has really made sense to you. And drop in your comments if you're buying any of these stocks, and I'll see you in the next video.